invisible, can't see him. Propane gun, show your mask, heavy, real slow. Ring walk, crowd roar, lights dim, stage glow. All the chairs crack, bodies hit the mat. Underappreciated fans know where it's at. Wrestle tales told, every champ, every stat. Blood, sweat, and steel cage, that's a fact. In a world unseen, wrestling dreams ignite. Power bombs, drop kicks, midnight fights. Ropes tight, spotlight, no fixing the sight. Underappreciated hearts, keep it real, keep it tight. Underappreciated hearts, keep it real, keep it tight.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children and old people, aliens and monsters of all ages, spaces, and time, welcome to the podcast for underappreciated wrestling fans. I know who DJ Clue is, but he would be proud if I put this on. Run it!
Damn, Rican, where you found this? PUWF exclusive. This is the podcast for underappreciated wrestling fans. If you don't like it, suck our D-Walk, Joe BNCO, and the Invisible Man.
I could listen to that riding to work or riding out of town. That was dope.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Tice's. That's courtesy of him. I took the instrumental part about it. Welcome to the podcast for underappreciated wrestling fans. Hopefully YouTube lets us have with that. And if it works, we're gonna ride it out for a while. Today, we're gonna talk about certain wrestling subjects from something that a superstar in WWE did to local news in the wrestling community. We will try to be biased. We will try to be unbiased. We will try to be as honest as possible. And we will try to be as raw as possible. No Diddy and all that other stuff. I know. I gotta put the. Yep. I gotta do it my damn self. So I got it.
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that?
That's on me. That's on me. Now we're gonna start off with Logan Paul because I'm a local Puerto Rican here, and Logan Paul lives here in Puerto Rico with Jake Paul, and all that yada yada. Now I want to give courtesy to BBC Three for this. I'm gonna say it again, courtesy to BBC Three. This is their content. We're gonna react to it for the first time ever. I've seen it, but my cohort, Mr. D-Walk Dennis, has not. So a few days ago, BBC Three reached out to Logan Paul and talked to him about his allegations with the crypto scam and crypto zoo and what CoffeeZilla said. Shout out to CoffeeZilla. And they asked Logan, if you fly to Puerto Rico, will you do an interview with us? We'll do it in your gym, in your home turf, in Dorado, which I call the bubble. And he said, yeah, sure. So the UK BBC Three crew flew more than 11 hours from the UK all the way to Puerto Rico and got off San Juan, got to the hotel. From the hotel, they went to Dorado, which is like, 2 towns over. So like 20 minutes, 20, 30 minutes, depending on traffic. Got in the bubble, went to the gym. They all sat down and they see there's a lot of Logan Paul's cameras more than theirs. Say it like that. Now, once again, I do not own this. This is what happens when you give a billionaire a lot of money and no restriction of morality.
There's a strange atmosphere in the room and a suspicious amount of Logan's own cameras pointed at us. All of a sudden, it becomes clear why.
What's up, dude?
How's it going?
Thanks. Matt,
Sorry, I'm tired.
no worries.
Last night was hard.
Hold up. Joe BNCO is here. Hello, sir.
Speaking of the devil,
What's going on, man?
We were just about to show the clip of Logan Paul and the BBC Three clip of him being interviewed in the gym in Dorado, Puerto Rico. To give you a quick recap, The UK crew flew 11 hours to Puerto Rico, got in their car, got in the hotel. From the hotel, they drove two towns over, 20, 30 minutes, traffic depending. Got there, and all the cameras, there's a lot more of Logan's cameras than theirs, right? And they were there to talk about the allegations of CryptoZoo and the crypto scam and CoffeeZilla's allegations with, and we all know CoffeeZilla, as much as people want to shit on him, the guy is fucking thorough. He's like the IRS. The guy gets his shit done. So I respect him on that end. Have you heard about this?
Okay. I've heard briefly. I've heard briefly about things that are going on with the crypto scamming and a bunch of other stuff, but I didn't hear about them going to Puerto Rico to interview him.
2 days ago. 2 days ago. So, ladies and gentlemen, this will be a blind reaction for Joe. This will be a blind reaction for Mr. Flynn 810.
Okay.
Here we go.
There's a strange atmosphere in the room and a suspicious amount of Logan's own cameras pointed at us. All of a sudden, it becomes clear why.
What's up, dude?
How's it going?
Thanks. Matt.
Matt, sorry, I'm tired.
No worries.
Last night was hard. How are you enjoying? All right. How are you enjoying Puerto Rico?
Yeah, pretty good, man.
The lookalike is clearly nervous, so I'm keen to see how he responds to questions.
Look, you're one of the most famous people by many metrics in the world. What on earth does that feel like?
Feels good, bud.
You look
I feel
different.
like a champ.
I have to say, the real Logan Paul looks very different.
Did you come all the way over here to ask about how I look?
Is Logan coming?
I'm right here, bud. You came all the way to Puerto Rico from England. This is your interview. What do you got?
Look, these are some very serious questions. You know, there are people who really want to know the answer to these
I'm
questions.
a serious person.
Let's just get out of here. I'm not doing this.
Matt, no. You came all the way to Puerto Rico for this interview.
They hired web files. Neither. Stop touching child leaders. Fuck the BBC.
So, rather than defend himself against the allegations we've been investigating, Logan decided to troll us. Minutes after leaving the gym, we receive a letter from lawyers on behalf of Logan Paul warning us against publishing our allegations.
Yep.
Wow.
So
Okay, so
this part, okay, say your thoughts, Joe. I can feel something here.
so he didn't feel like doing the interview because he knew he was going to be blackballed and ask questions he didn't want to answer, so he sent a lookalike.
True, and not really blackball.
It seems like
he was just going to talk about. They were just going to talk about the allegations that CoffeeZilla has put out there publicly with public record. That's all they asked him, and then the fact.
So basically, he was just doing a basic thing that most, well, not all, but most companies would do.
Yeah.
Send somebody else in.
There's representatives, and there's somebody else. You don't put a body double because he's not Fidel Castro or Saddam Hussein.
He might as well not would have did it. Told him no.
The part that the behind the scenes things that they didn't tell you in the video.
But is he that hated in Puerto Rico?
Yeah. Huh? Bless you. Say that again.
Is he that hated in the video? I mean, is he that hated in Puerto Rico?
Well, is
he that hated in Puerto Rico?
In a sense, it depends on who you ask. If you live around Dorado, and you gotta look this up, ladies and gentlemen. And Dorado is I forgot the name of it in English, ladies and gentlemen. I just grew up in the name. But basically, it's like going into a suburban safe area. However, what I called Dennis before, like I told Dennis before, it's called the bubble. Inside that town, inside that town, there's a community that's basically walled up, like the Great Wall of China. And around that community is where Logan Paul lives and and all those other people, right? They have their own private beaches, even though technically the beach are for the people by law, but we're not getting to that. They around and again outside the wall, it's like Attack on Titan. Like they have all the good shit on the inside, but when you look on the outside of the wall, it's all there's mud roads. The houses are freaking broken. They're surviving off nothing. And again, I'm not gonna get into that either. But yeah, some people hate Logan Paul. Some people like Logan Paul. Some people like Jake Paul. Some people hate Jake Paul. And one of the reasons people don't like Logan Paul, Joe, before we continue, is this that happened a couple of years ago. Oh damn! Come on now. I hate
Now he's a creep. His name is Logan. He's a shill for the views.
Sorry, wrong one. We'll talk about that in a second. Hold up now. Hold up, Joe. I know you want to talk about that. This is what I'm talking about. My bad. My finger hurts.
En mi viejo San Juan, el pasión de esperanza.
Couldn't read it all because it said Mike was muted at the top, blocking out two of the lines.
Sorry. Mike Tyson. Yeah, sorry. Mike Tyson and Logan Paul supposedly for WrestleMania 41, but the one that I showed you now was the fact that 2 years ago, Logan Paul was crapping on Bad Bunny, talking about that he's exploiting Puerto Rico with his music and his music sales and all that stuff, when in fact Bad Bunny doesn't even live here. I mean, he has family here and he visits, but he doesn't live here. And Logan Paul was just signing his Act 22, Act 28, Act 60, all that other shit. Another reason that I don't like Logan Paul as a person is the fact that his brother and him, obviously this was videotaped a few years ago and they haven't been caught since, but there's been alleged and supposed allegations that they keep doing this. And I've talked about this, Joe, right under your little theme person, is a turtle.
Yeah, rides the Jeep through the turtle nest.
Yes. And where he lives, all around the coast of Puerto Rico, turtles randomly leave turtle nests. We can't predict it. Sometimes we can predict their patterns, but 80% we can predict, but the other 20% is random. So they made a law saying that since that 20% plus is random, everywhere around the beach should not be driven by a car. Just common sense. Like, don't bring cars into a fucking beach. And I've seen a couple times, and you've seen on my channel, people get stuck at beaches, trying to do a little nasty, and like, oh, we're stuck. So this is a video of Jake Paul and Logan Paul driving side by side at beaches, and afterwards it was confirmed it was turtle nests. Enjoy the world. And there's no music. There's Jake Paul, and there's Logan Paul. Like, there's Jake Paul driving, and that's his brother Logan Paul in the other car driving on the beaches, and his private beach, by the way, because no one can go in there. Then there was the rumor. Go on, Joe. Bless you. Oh, you gotta get some water, sir.
And it's a golf course? Is it golf?
No, ain't no golf course.
Was it golf carts?
No, yeah, those golf carts and Jeeps.
No. I said, were they golf carts?
No, just Jeeps. I think they were golf carts. I think they were golf carts. My apologies. But yeah, they were either way golf carts. Like the nests are really like they're not as deep as people think they are. It's very surface level, because that's when they get born. It takes them about maybe 5 hours to get from where they are to the water, and then again, some don't even make it, even if no one touches them. The risk of the birds and everything else, you gotta let them live. For me, I love turtles and I love all wildlife in my life, except for roaches and rats. They can burn in hell. But other wildlife, sure. Except for caimans too. I can't defend them because people get mad. What I'm saying is this. With this happening, I got mad at this, Joe, because the fact that the company's like, let's set a representative. The fact that they crapped on BBC Three, and BBC Three has their own allegations with shit. I'm not getting into that. But the fact that you made a person waste 11 hours on a flight, and then the fact that I found out that those people in pickets were people that he paid himself to be flown from USA over here, just to troll. So you wasted all that money on the people that you flew in, the BBC Three crew, and the body double, when all you could have done was write a letter, what's the word I'm trying to look for? Be a fucking adult, because I'm allegedly and supposedly saying this. This crypto scam that's happening right now, it's getting worse and worse and worse. Am I right or wrong, Joe? Because just more shit keeps coming out.
I have not been keeping up with it, to be honest with you.
All right, I respect that. I will respect that. You are a wrestling analyst, and I respect that.
Yeah, I haven't been keeping up with that, but I know they've been keeping him off TV.
Mm-hmm.
And they had him drop the belt because of all the allegations and things happening in his life. So, I mean, it's got to be something somewhat serious if they had him drop the belt and stay off TV.
And still, after they know that he can have a draw, they can just choose anybody, just and have fun. But no, because they realize, as big a company as they are, this is bad. And then the question I have for you, if he gets acquitted for all these things, but then there's proof that he actually did it, will the general audience still love him as a wrestler, knowing that he stole millions? Motherfucker just robbed like Enron. I'm old enough, ladies and gentlemen, to know what Enron is.
As far as WWE is concerned, I don't think the WWE fan. I'm gonna go with a Hulk Hogan. I say the WWE fans are forgiving and are gonna let it go.
Okay, all right, I get that. It's like
WWE fans are forgiving for less.
Yeah, we can't say that Benoit can be configuring. Oh, you guys are fucking ridiculous. Da, 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 da. Well, I guess the line for people is murder.
No, but
everything else is okay, I guess.
even then, it's kind of gray area. Some people forgive for that too.
Yeah, that sucks. Snuka, supposedly and allegedly, not supposedly, he got charged for that, and he got away with stuff. But that was a time period that he got away with it, so
he died.
He can't apply to that. Yeah.
Yeah, he got away with it for 35 years.
Yeah, we can't apply for that because honestly, it's just like, that is the truth about it all.
He got away with murder.
Yeah. But with Logan Paul, and again, I shout out to CoffeeZilla because this guy is doing his fucking research and bringing up the receipts. And again, I don't like Jake Paul either. Like, just the whole thing that happened afterwards, supposedly it was scripted. The whole fight, and then afterwards he didn't he just wants to fight another person, and a whole bunch of Puerto Ricans over here want to fight him too.
Allegedly Jake Paul, yes, because I don't have an actual contract in front of me to tell, but allegedly in the contract it was stated that Tyson wasn't going to make any money if he knocked him down.
That's stupid.
That was like the thing, like he couldn't knock down Jake Paul. That was part of the script, and that it was supposed to go to a decision. But because of that, Jake Paul paid him an extra $5 million on top of the $20 million he made.
And you know that if Tyson had the reins cut off and said, "I can knock you down," it would have been a better match. If that, because they it would have been over. It would have been over in one. Yeah, because shout out to Tyrone Magnus. He read he showed a video about the script.
It would have been over in one.
Yeah. And now he wants to fight, and so many memes. They're coming out with old people. It's just Jake Paul. And I know you don't care about this.
You're buffering.
I am. My apologies. Do re mi. Okay. With Logan Paul and Jake Paul, your athleticism can go so far. I will say that.
Yeah.
But you're in this day and age, people get outraged and then forget about it in a week or two, all the other shit, but the stain of what happened to you will stay forever, a la Kevin Spacey. He got acquitted for some of the stuff that did to him, but the stain is still there, whether you like it or not. Kevin Feige.
I don't blame Tyson.
Yeah. Go on. I
don't blame Tyson for wanting to make money.
I know. I mean, he has a whole bunch of different weed things, and he's just living his life. Well, he has a bunch of kids that to pay too. I understand that too. Let
me go out here and just dance around for 8 rounds, 8 2-minute rounds, and make $25 million.
But we waited for 1 year for this, 1 whole year being delayed and then delayed and delayed, and then finally happened.
He almost died, right?
No, I know that was the first delay. That was a legitimate, hey, I'm almost gonna die. Boom, and then
no one knew that. No one knew about it until after the fight.
Yeah,
all the problems he was going through, all the medical issues. No one knew about any of the medical issues until after the fight was over with, when he talked about it.
Yeah. And again, I feel bad for Mike Tyson because again, he didn't. I mean, you can do something else, man. Just go with SNL. They'll give you about $1 million, I think. $1 million, then you go like something else. I don't know.
He loves fighting though, and if that fight wasn't scripted, Tyson would have probably killed him in the first round. You saw all the signs of it where he was gonna do it, and he was gonna hit him, and then he like stops himself and bites his glove.
Yeah. Here's the thing that we'll yeah, I remember that. Here's the thing that we're gonna lead off to the next subject, but we'll finish off from here with Logan. In my opinion, you guys gotta be smart. I mean, I understand that you guys need athletes to fill the gap. These people have followers, and you need people to bring followers. Same thing's happening in AEW with another guy fighting QT Marshall. I forgot what that guy's name is.
RJ.
People. Something
it's
Abbott.
Like, yeah, it's RC City or something like that.
No, that's RJ City. That's another guy. No, it's like Oda or something like that. He's a big ass buff dude. And he's fighting QT, and people are complaining, "Oh, why are you bringing him in?" I'm like, because he has followers. Right now, it's not about athleticism or like pure spirit of the wrestling game. It's about excuse me, my beer's coming out weird. It's about who has the most followers and who can bring people in. They've done this with Mayweather. They did this with Trump. They did this with Drew Carey. They don't care. Now they got lucky with Logan Paul that he's athletic and a dick and he brings followers, good or bad.
Big boom AJ.
Big
boom AJ.
There you go.
And he won tonight.
Oh, he did. Good for him.
With the Rizzler in his corner.
I have no idea what the Rizzler is, but good for you, Rizzler. Shout out to Cheeseburger. Cheeseburger got a bigger pop than Bobby Lashley. We'll talk about that in a second. Like even after the match, Cheeseburger. That was your guys' fault. You murdered him in his old hometown. Cheeseburger's beloved, and he always gets murdered in his hometown. You guys have not learned that already. Anyway, I will say this: Logan Paul sucks. Get off the island because you're just privatizing beaches when you shouldn't privatize beaches. And as much as your brother bribes Amanda Serrano with as much gyms as training bells and everything else that you can, it doesn't try to cover the fact that he's a piece of crap for fighting Tyson just for clout. And the next person that fight him, whoever fights him, better be hungry like a fucking piranha from Piranhas 3D. Just vicious. Because if I have to see another fight of Jake Paul just beating the crap out of somebody and just get his head blowed up more and more, no thank you.
That's all it is. That's all it is. He's just making these contracts to fight these people, but he's not actually he's not actually fighting them. And anyone can see that Tyson was pulling his punches. In Tyson's entire career, which I've watched his entire career, he's never fucking bit his gloves. Ever.
Nope.
Bit an ear once, but not a glove. Ever.
No, never.
He was biting the gloves because he was fucking pissed the fuck off because he couldn't hit back.
Yep. But speaking of Tyson, now we can show this. Here we go.
Now he's a creep. His name is Logan. He's a shill for the views.
Now, Logan Paul supposedly rumored to fight Mike Tyson in WrestleMania 45 or 41 or whatever number it is right now. Good idea or bad idea, D-Walk?
Bad idea.
Why?
We see how this happened at the Paramount on Netflix. It was buffering. Mike Tyson, I mean, like, all due respect, he's still the best fighter ever. But give Mike Tyson his flowers, and he just needs to just relax and chill.
Yeah. Okay. Joe, good idea or bad idea?
I mean, WWE is just trying to grab viewership and grab pay-per-view buys type thing and sell tickets. So in order to sell tickets, I mean, it works for selling tickets, but I hope he doesn't have his reins held back. Let him go. Let him go. Let him go hard. Let's see if Logan can handle it. Make his brother look stronger by having fucking Tyson knock fucking Logan Paul out in one round.
Okay.
Make your brother look better.
I think it's a bad idea because Mike Tyson is not really a good person in the ring in terms of wrestling. He doesn't really understand how I mean, in a sense, but oh god, I just want to say that because it's just a weird idea. They put it out there. They put it out there. Next up on NXT time. I'm talking about the fuck on NXT time. Next up on PWO. Oh fucking you said shit. Yeah.
Let's piss off D-Walk a little bit. Let's piss off D-Walk a little bit. D-Walk.
Let's go.
Mercedes Moné is still champion.
Fuck.
Yep. I'll do it for you. I got you. I got you. There you go.
This is the worst.
Here you go.
Bad booking maneuver. They could have put that title on Chris Statlander, had her lose the New Japan Strong Women's Championship to like Camille, and then fucking send her on her way for 6 months to let her rest. Had her come back stronger.
I don't care who she get a belt to. She could give a belt to a woman with no legs. I don't care as long as it ain't her.
MJF also just beats Roderick Strong and Roderick Strong this evening and destroyed his arm wheelchair and waylaying on it.
Nice.
And Kyle O'Reilly told Adam Cole, "You need to end this because everybody else is getting hurt around you."
So they continue the storyline of MJF's revenge on Adam Cole, which makes sense. It did a horrible thing to him, going slowly but surely. But AW, that's all the way it is, you know.
Yep. It was
that's Cardala saying how the show is. But let's talk about this real quick. Someone that all 2 out of 3 don't like. Take it away, Joe.
We'll call her B flat.
Damn.
Gonna call her B flat because she's like a dead note.
Damn.
I'm not hitting that daddy chill button because that's not enough. Now, B-Fab was in a group.
She's also flat chested.
Oh, God. You were right. You were almost there.
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that?
He said you was almost there.
You were almost there, Joe. You were like, I got you. It's okay. You're like, you're on the edge. And then you jump with the middle finger saying, fuck you. I'm like, all right. Okay. Okay.
I took the beer, chugged it, gave you the stone cold. Ah,
that's right. Now, yeah. Oh my God. Okay. With B-Fab, I am not impressed. I don't care about this. There's no pizzazz in her. She's about the same size as Mercedes Moné, as we talked about that right now. And it's just boring. It's just straight up. And then why now? After you fired her, rehired her, and kept her in the back and only like popping up once in a while, now you're like, oh, we're interested in da 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 da. What the fuck did she do in those 6 months? You're like, oh, we like her now. Why didn't you like her a year before?
Oh yeah. She's got less pizzazz than a bedazzled fucking cock hammock for a fucking stripper.
All right, let me be honest. This
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that?
Let me be honest. This is the only way you can help her. Only way. If she do OnlyFans.
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that?
What's she gonna do in OnlyFans
Not.
with her B flats?
I am not, ladies and gentlemen. I am not trying to burn this button until we die. Can we talk about the future of BFAB? I don't give a crap about her ass or her modeling.
She don't have none.
Why?
She don't got none.
No, hold up. I want to know why, from two wrestling fans, why are they keeping BFAB and what's the future for her if she stays? Again, I don't know who the fuck she is, but I know that she's a wrestler that got fired or rehired, and now they're interested. And I just want to know why. And if there's a future, sure, Mazel tov. But fucking where? Because again,
I don't see it.
too many fucking belts. Too
I
many
don't.
fucking belts. Not enough like people to put it in there.
Yeah, they made too many mistakes with it. I mean, they let her go. And then, like I said, from jump, we still haven't seen nothing from her. I mean, and what we seen from her, it was trash.
Yes.
She had a triple threat not that long ago, and she lost. And it was trash. I say hashtag fire BFAB.
There you go. I'm not saying that just because people. I'm saying that.
She ain't worth the money she's getting paid.
Yeah.
She ain't worth it.
She barely gets shown.
The pivot and to be equal in gender. Let's talk about this that just came out. I showed Dennis this before you came in. Another thing that it's money wasted, in my opinion. $150 days, one defense. Judgment Day tag team. That is 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 5 months. 5 months.
Yeah.
Joe, your thoughts?
Defend the belts. You're a tag team. Defend the belts. If you're not going to defend the belts, then give the belts up. That's it. There is nothing else to say. Defend your titles. Give the belts up.
They used to get defended every week. Every week.
Yep.
Every show. Yep. Every pay-per-view. I don't know what happened now.
Sometimes 2-3 times a week, depending on live events.
Yeah.
There you go.
Let's make tag teams great again.
Shout out to 3 people watching. Hit those likes and enjoy the NXT time. I mean, god damn, not NXT time. Freaking PWF. We're so used to that shit. 150 days. This is what I call the Dean Ambrose effect, where Dean Ambrose had the US belt for about 6 months, 7 months, didn't do anything, not a damn thing with it.
This is the Roman Reigns Brock Lesnar effect.
Yeah, have it and defend it maybe once or twice in 4 or 5 months, and that's it. And have so many excuses.
The worst part is that they're on every week.
Yeah,
they're on every week, but we talked about this on NXT time. Not to actually say it correctly. There's 7 to 8 tag teams in NXT, and in the main roster, there's like 5, 6, and they split the belts again. So 5, let's say 5 to 8 between 2 belts. I mean, come on. Oh, we have a little special guest coming in talking about. Let's see if her audio is good this time. Hello. Oh wait.
Hello. Oh, what? Yes.
Oh, no.
Hello.
Choppy again.
Hello, everybody.
Yep.
What's going on?
Hello.
What's happening?
She's saying hi. She's
tag team. The tag team division just needs a lot of work. Like DIY as a tag team, but they're about to split.
Yeah,
we saw that on Friday Night SmackDown. They're about to split. Yeah. Gargano stopping Ciampa shoving Gargano to the ground. It's about to happen. So we're about to lose that tag team. We got the Motor City Machine Guns. They're a solid tag team. They're going to be a tag team for a while.
Mm-hmm.
We got what else? Waller and Austin Theory, but they're not going to be a tag team much longer.
No.
We got what else do we have on the main roster on SmackDown for tag titles?
You got the Tag Profits. You got AOE.
Yeah.
You got the Creed
Authors
brothers.
of Pain. They're on Raw.
Okay, we still got AOP. Okay,
Creed,
well,
Creed Brothers is on Raw also.
Pretty deadly.
Ew.
You still got to count them. Whether you like it or not, man. They're still a tag team. People didn't like Fandango and Breezango, but they grew on people.
They ain't as talented.
I didn't know.
I know, but they have to give them time to grow. That's all.
Hey, but they can make Jacob Fatu and Bronson Reed a tag team champion if they did it right.
Gorillas of Destiny. They're a tag team.
Yeah.
And Bronson Reed, I found out Bronson Reed and Fatu have a really deep rivalry that they can.
They look like brothers.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the weird thing about it. They kind of look like brothers, but they have like such this weird rivalry going to like MOW and Independence and like almost around the world. They have murdered each other on the Independence. So I hope they actually push that for the future. They could put that for a Rumble match if they really want to like really show off. Like, hey, Fatu versus Bronson Reed, like just no holds barred, anything goes. Like, and
have them lock up in the Rumble.
Yeah, and then the next one after that is I mean, I wouldn't give it so much credence, like so much faith in Reed and Fatu for WrestleMania, but I would put them like Survivor Series. Something happens which like leads up to the Rumble, and then Rumble they have a match. Like,
but so you have to make one of them a face though. Who would you make a face?
They don't need to be a face. They none of them were faces in the Independence. They were just both monsters. That's all you need. If they book it right, they're both villains, but they both have a problem with each other, and they need to squash this shit before they can continue their legacy on both ends. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. That's what I mean. Like they can go off that route. But let's talk about this a little bit more. If you take the belts off Judgment Day, who would you give the belts to as a workhorse belt? Joe.
I don't really know. I mean, AOP would be okay, but a Creed Brothers would be better. I really don't know about on the Raw side. I really don't know. I mean, I would have to go with the Creed Brothers.
Okay.
But how are you going to build the Creed Brothers up to be tag team title contentions when they lost all those matches to the Wyatt Six?
And we'll keep losing to the Wyatt Six. Again, this is just the way wrestling works these days. You can lose to the top, but let's continue. Hold up. You said Creed Brothers. D-Walk.
Take them off DIY. I don't know. I can't. I don't see nobody.
Raw side, D-Walk. Raw side. Tag titles.
Raw side.
Oh, my bad. Shit, I don't know. Like Joe probably said, AOP or the Creed Brothers.
That's all they have. I don't really know any other tag teams they have.
Nakazawa and R-Truth.
Could be Otis and Nakazawa.
Go on, Car.
No, I was going to say, does anyone want to give a recap of what we talked about so far?
Oh, I can do that. We talked about Logan Paul. We talked about his many things. We showed the BBC video of the body double coming in. We talked about that he did waste money on the troll group that came around BBC. He wasted money on the body double that he didn't. Basically, just to say he wasted money and time from BBC Three going from the UK to Puerto Rico for nothing, and that is who he's going to be, and we just have to accept it. But as Joe pointed it out, he's been off TV for a while because of these allegations that keep adding on every week. So, and supposedly, there's a rumor only, that he will fight Mike Tyson, Logan Paul versus Mike Tyson in WrestleMania 41. Not a good idea. Yes, go on, Joe.
Rumor is that they're both going to be on the first Raw on Netflix.
It makes sense. That makes money. next, I mean, everyone will want to see Mike Tyson and Logan Paul on like the first ever. There you go. So, what are your thoughts on that being on the first day of Netflix, Kara?
Well, to start, obviously, I've definitely heard people talking about the fight. And I mean, what Joe says makes sense. That he has a lot of controversy going on, or maybe he has some kind of beef with BBC and just wanted to be an asshole. But
yeah,
okay, so that was the main topic so far. Gotcha.
And then we were talking about BFAB.
Yeah. If you can look up BFAB on your phone or something, BFAB is a woman that got hired, fired, rehired, and now is Triple H at the back or taking interest in her. Whatever the fucking reason is, I don't know. Joe, try to explain to her what that reason is, I guess.
I don't know. As I call her, B flat, because I mean she's like a dead note. She's like she's not done anything. She doesn't really do anything. I think she's had maybe like 2 matches in the past year.
She worked at Maxine.
Well, maybe she's had a lot of training time and has improved behind the scenes.
Nah, she just had a triple threat match and she looked like trash.
Gotcha. Okay, I'll have to check her out.
NXT.
So you're gonna make a list of these matches I'm supposed to be watching.
Well, I will
NXT
soon, girl.
look better.
Working. All right. Well, if she goes back to NXT, it would be a waste of time, honestly. That's it.
I mean, the girls on NXT look way better than she does. I mean, as far as not only I'm not talking about like look wise. I mean, just like in ring ability.
Wrestling wise. Oh yeah,
they look way better than she does.
If you're comparing her to Brindley, Petrovic, Sinclair.
I mean, is your theory that like being with NXT is gonna improve her, like them training her? I mean, do you have that much faith in NXT to?
I just feel like that's where she needs to be as far as where she needs to go, because right now on the main roster, she doesn't deserve a main roster spot. I don't feel that she deserves a main roster spot, and I feel like she's holding that main roster spot up for somebody that could be on the main roster that can do way better, like a Roxanne Perez.
So you want her to basically get demoted and then work her way back up?
Yes.
It's not a demotion. If you look at it from the perspective of the ratio of how many times people have gone down and then gone back up, and have been like repackaged or found like there's been people who were heroes, like Finn Balor. Exactly, Finn Balor went back to NXT and he didn't have to at all, but went back to reinvent his character and
elevate the brand.
The way it is. Yeah, elevate the brand as well.
New Day went back.
Samoa Joe.
New Day went back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Samoa Joe. As well.
Becky Lynch
went back. People. It's a demotion if you don't know why you're there, Kara. But if you're going there to like, I want to go back to reinvent myself or just try something new because I'm a babyface in the main roster. NXT, I can be this way because this is a isolated universe and I can be wherever the fuck I want to be. So I want to try it. Sometimes it doesn't work though. Sometimes it doesn't work. Yeah.
A lot of the wrestlers have been going there to reinvent themselves.
Yeah.
So if it's a good place for that.
Mandy Rose was on the main roster for a long time, and she took herself back to NXT, reinvented herself, made the toxic attraction, dominated. She got fired because she had an OnlyFans and had to drop the belt.
Oh, that's some bullshit. Are you for real?
Yeah.
Come on, let a girl be entrepreneurial.
Yeah, and then she made $1 million her first week away from WWE.
Good for her. That's right. Get your money, sis.
Now the funny thing is, Mandy Rose's group is the proper version of what these three women are trying to do. Fallon, JC James, and Nyx. They're like, everyone calls them just the great value version of that group because Mandy Rose.
JC James was one of the original Toxic Attraction.
And it didn't work. So she's like, I have to go. That's a demotion. I got to demote myself to Fallon. And this random rookie. Like, you had Mandy Rose that, was a nobody. But when she came back to NXT, she's just reinvented herself, which was amazing. And I loved her for that. I mean, boob out everywhere. But still, That's what's out. Now let's go to another topic.
Actually, speaking of reinvention, that's a good point. Like,
Yes.
I feel like what another person that we've been talking about, their character being kind of needing a reinvention is Wendy too. What are your thoughts on that?
Okay.
This is
I like that.
is the second coming of her character.
Yeah, this is the second character. The first time
Okay.
you have to
I feel like
imagine her.
yeah.
Yeah. Go on, Laura.
No, I was gonna say I feel like we'd had that conversation at some point, but I could be remembering wrong.
No, we did. But we can elaborate more on that. Like Wendy Chu's first character was a sleepy girl that was like stupid. Second character now is a zombie version, which is basically Abaddon from AW. Excuse me, third version, I guess you could be yourself. I mean, she does have that knee brace, so she has to really focus on being like a powerhouse as small as she is. But Wendy Chu revamping something, yeah. That pillow thing can only take you so far. You're
Well,
what I like to call for like yeah, go on, girl.
Well, no, here you go. I mean, so she started off as like sleepy girl, and then she became a zombie. So what if she, you know, her next phase is like the Phoenix? She just comes back to life.
That works. That could make sense.
I don't know.
Like someone that I
Reinvent-
want. Yeah, go on.
Reinvent her from a pile of bedroom ashes.
Mm-hmm. Bunch of plushies and pillows. Just burn them.
Yeah.
Have
That's it.
have Tatum Paxley like have one last match with her and like set her on fire, set the pile on fire.
Now, question for the group before we continue to the next subject: will Tatum Paxley stay the same and be good, or will Tatum Paxley do what Fallon Henley does and have a group for herself to protect herself? Because I'm looking in the crystal ball of WrestleDomus, and she can be good for a year or 2 years with this gimmick because she's very flexible, she's very crazy, very like they don't have Paige, they don't got Paige, so they got Tatum. Like that's a good knockoff. It works, and you don't have to call her Paige, but you can act like Paige. But it only goes so far.
She could be like Tatum Paxley could become like the copycat or something.
Yeah.
And she like goes around copying other villains.
Ooh, baby, that's a good reference, but that's a bad reference because that only happened to one.
Oh, okay. Oops.
Because the last person, like Joe, what's the person's name that was mentally handicapped? That was a wrestler.
Eugene.
There you go. Yeah.
Talking about Nick Dinsmore.
Yeah, Kara, wrestling history now. There was a wrestler called Eugene. Eugene was a wrestler that did he start mentally handicapped?
No. His real name is Nick Dinsmore.
Yes.
He
Joe,
started
explain it
off.
better.
He started off as a regular wrestler, but he was very good. And WWE gave him a mentally handicapped gimmick.
Oh, why? Why?
Yeah. So he'd come out, like, hi guys, like, and do like the airplane, like, pretend like he was an airplane and stuff, like he was a little boy in an adult body.
Like radio.
Yeah, I'm sure that did not age well. So how long did that shit last?
Oh,
years.
Years. He was over. That motherfucker was over.
Yeah, and they gave William Regal was his manager at one point.
Yep. And we talk about copy moves because he would copy everybody's special. He would do the rock bottom. He would do
airplane spin.
He would do the airplane spin. He would do the Stone Cold Stunner, and he did them with such perfection. And he played the character. He's like he would do it with a perfect version of the rock bottom by The Rock, and then get up and still be his character of mentally handicapped. And you're like, motherfucker can play this motherfucking character.
This Nick Dinsmore, man. Nick Dinsmore's good.
He got over for years. There's another character, Damian Sandow. Damian Sandow copied anything that you gave at him, baby. Vince McMahon said, look, I want you to be dressed up like me and see what happens. He got over dressed like Vince McMahon. Okay, I want you to dress up like a baby. He got over dressed like a baby. Okay, I want you to copy paste everything that the Miz does down to the last detail. So
and he did that better than Miz.
But his original gimmick was tailored after the genius.
Of course. And I love that. But again, he copied the genius. But
Yeah.
the fact that instruction that he gave Vince, that Vince gave to him, he took it and tweaked it a little bit, which Vince got mad because he didn't copy paste. He mirrored everything that Miz did. So if Miz was going to the right, he would go to the left. If the Miz would go yay, he would go boo, and or do the yay too. And it got over for a long time, and the people in the back are like, this motherfucker's really making us look bad because we're trying to bury him. You saw that they were burying him for a very long time, and every time they gave him a fucking spoon with a little shit, he made fucking lasagna for 100.
That's the problem with it, because I like Damian Sandow, and I thought he was a fantastic performer. I was upset that the fact that they would never do anything with him.
Yeah, it's like Canyon. You know how much potential Canyon had? Canyon could have did a lot, but they didn't.
Yeah, but Canyon had a lot of drug and alcohol problems.
Yeah, and depression
and mental issues.
I think that would probably help him though. That would have probably helped him.
No,
it made it worse. Plus, the thing was that was happening to him in the background with his like him being gay.
Haven't you watched Dark Side of the Ring, D-Walk?
Yeah, I did. But I like Canyon so much that I like Canyon so much where I like to put more over him because he has so much potential. He knew how to wrestle.
Yeah, and everyone started using his moves even before and after the fact. But again, he was closeted gay. People didn't like that. Everyone thought they didn't like that, and he was depressed, drinking, drugs. He was again. It was the '90s. D-Walk. Everyone got fucked up in the fucking '90s. Drugs, abuse.
Earthquake and Typhoon didn't.
Well, Earthquake said they loved food. They didn't care about anything else but food.
No, they were really good friends when they got put together as a tag team, and they got put in they just went to their hotel room and ate and just bullshitted and talked about their families.
And they hung out with the Fat Boys, so that ain't count. All the Fat Boys did was ate too.
Yeah. Now, Cara, can you say something?
Yes. Well, no, interesting conversation, but all I can say is, picture Tatum Paxley as like a female Taskmaster.
Oh God, that would be funny as fuck.
This outfit and everything.
Oh, beautiful.
Are we talking about the Kevin Sullivan character or the DC comic character?
No, the Kevin Sullivan. Well, actually, DC comic. Well, yeah, DC. Well, no, that'd be
the Marvel. The Marvel one.
Marvel Taskmaster.
The one that copies the moves of everybody they're fighting.
Taskmaster, yeah, Marvel Task, the skull guy, the fake mask. Anyway, we'll talk about that later.
Anyway,
I know you're talking about the guy with the sword.
Yeah, exactly. Let's talk about a subject that is gonna get us in trouble once I clip this shit. Here we go. Jade Cargill on top of a car.
Yay!
Now, on Raw. I think, right? Yeah. Was it Raw or SmackDown?
It was on SmackDown Friday.
Okay, SmackDown Friday. Jade Cargill was found on top of a car. Cracked windshield. Her dress, as you can see, and her body perfectly and not a scratch on her, but she's apparently knocked out.
She's busted. She's got bruises and busted stuff around her face too.
Face, but her body perfectly fine. Someone kinetically lifted her up and then kinetic slammed on her body and then everything looked perfectly. But anyway, Bianca comes out and calls the ambulance. She says, "Look, I gotta go. I gotta take care of this." Then goes in the car with her and gets out. Now she's not been eliminated from the tournament. She's just out of the picture until the tournament.
They took her. They took her off of TV.
Yeah.
If you if the most recent update, I sent it to the group chat. Hold on. I'll pull it up. The most recent update is injury update according to the dirtcheese.net. It says that she has a deep lumbar paraspinal muscle contusions, bruised kidney, sprained MCL on the right knee, tibial plateau bone bruise of the right knee, and a facial laceration.
And my cat's like, yeah, bullshit.
No timetable. It would appear she's been written off TV.
Okay. Now, either that was a training accident, which happens, or a storyline right off because they realize, and I'm gonna say this right now, you were not gonna let fucking Jade Cargill be on TV all the way up to the tournament and then win the belt. And we talked about this 2 weeks ago. What a fucking surprise that they might have given the belt to fucking Jade Cargill, but they realized, oh shit, this is gonna be the exact same thing as AEW did. Exactly.
So
right.
We're gonna do it the other way, and we're gonna give the belt to Bianca, and then have Jade come back and feud with Bianca because Bianca's the one that injured her, and Bianca's gonna go heel.
Exactly. And then they think Jade Cargill going face, winning the belt is going to work. But guess what? That's the same exact thing they did in AEW because she was a face when she wants the belt. Not no more. But this is what I mean. God, why do you think this is a good idea? You could have just wrote her off, took her off the tournament. Then, yeah, you're right. Bianca wins the belt. Then fucking after a while, then it's revealed that Bianca but only after she lost the belt. So then it would be a Bianca and Jade feud for just like blood shit. But no, you realize, come on, God.
This would be how I would do it. You can do it two ways. You can either have Jade tell Bianca, because Jade doesn't know who attacked her. Jade tell Bianca, go take my spot.
Yeah.
And go win that belt because she doesn't know who attacked her. Bianca takes her spot, wins the match, goes on, wins the championship. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Flash forward to the Royal Rumble. Right? Jade comes back.
Yep.
In the Rumble with Bianca. Bianca at some point throws Jade out. Then they have Bianca get thrown out later on in the match. They go flash forward to the SmackDown afterwards. They have a confrontation, and someone shows Jade the footage of Bianca shoving her off onto the car.
Yeah. I like
building up for a WrestleMania match.
I like that. Yeah, go on, Dennis.
I say yeah, but it gotta make sense though, because I know yours is a good one. But I believe she's seen who did that. There's no way the way she lands, she got to see who did it. So what if she go all the way to the finals? Like you said,
what if the person had on a hoodie and a mask?
With big ass boobs and a big ass ponytail on her head.
And a ponytail hanging out too?
No, come on, man. She twirls that shit up all the time, puts it under a hat.
Okay. I like the idea that Dennis has in the finals, but I think they're gonna hold it off for a while.
Yeah.
I like the idea of Joe, but I'm gonna connect both of them. I think that she don't know. I think someone said this is a Rikishi plot. And Kara, so you understand if you're still there. I love you first off. Second, a Rikishi plot is
still here.
A Rikishi plot is that back in the day, Stone Cold Steve Austin was in the garage where the cars were, right? Out of nowhere, a car runs over the Steve Austin. He rolls over the car and falls down. Bob, he's like, and no one knows who did it. The car drove away. Later on, it's revealed after Stone Cold came back and went crazy and started like Stone Cold everybody, thinking everyone did it. The Rock's, I think, cousin or second cousin or part of the Samoan dynasty family.
Uso's daddy.
Who's his dad? Uso's daddy. Rikishi said that I did it, and I did it for The Rock. But it's like he did it for The Rock, but really he did it for himself. He didn't like Stone Cold, and he was sick of his ass. So I think this is a Rikishi plot where Bianca ran her with a car. That's the only way you can get up there. Like Jade jumped and then landed on the car when the car was moving. And then the guy's like, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. As we can see in the picture behind us.
Unless they fuck it up. Unless they fuck it up and do a Hulk Hogan route. Remember when Hulk Hogan was Mr. America?
Yeah. And they go to monster trucks, but we don't got monster trucks here. Like the gods for that. But I think what's gonna happen is that Jade's gonna like periodically like pop in and say, hey, I got you, da 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 da. And at the Rumble, when Jade's about to come out, they show the footage of Bianca getting out the car, and after she hit Jade, right? Then Jade's music hits, and she just saw that footage. And then right then and there, they can have the fight, which can lead to WrestleMania, I think. And they both can get each other out, by the way, Joe. Instead of like Jade taking out Bianca or Bianca taking out Jade, they both take each other out of the Rumble, which makes them have to fight each other for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
If they're going that far. If they hate each other, you know this for a fact, Joe. People that hate each other are very good team, like very good matches.
Staring at this picture of Jade right now with her dead on the car, she looks like Storm from Days of Future Past.
She does. I was about to press that daddy chill button. I respect you for not going that far.
No. I went comic book route with it because she looks like when Storm died in Days of Future Past.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So eventually, so this is what I'm saying. Eventually, Jade Cargill will have the women's U.S. belt.
Yes. We're predicting this now at exactly 1 hour, 1 minute.
I've been predicting it since they announced the tournament.
Yep. And people get mad at us. Oh, why are you saying these things? This like we are not connected to the writers. We are not connected to the storylines. We just know that it's easier for them to copy paste this than to make up their own storylines because they have already done it somewhere else and it worked somewhere else because they realized it's like if AEW was Mexican television and they think that no one saw Mexican television.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we're gonna no, you know what? This is fucking How to Train Your Dragon live action. Why? Yeah. Why? Hold up. Kara, what's your thoughts on the How to Train Your Dragon live action movie and your thoughts on on Jade and Bianca?
I don't know. Honestly, I had no idea about the movie, and so with Jade and Bianca, this is leading up to like a revenge match, basically.
Yeah, because we all know Bianca ran her over. We all know that.
So basically, the plot is that like they can't fight in the main match, so they're gonna fight each other in their own blood match type thing.
Basically, they have bad beef in the back with each other. They don't get along.
Yeah, real beef. So they're like, we're gonna have to find a way to like.
They have to find a way to split them up.
Yeah,
it's real beef this time.
Yeah, no, this has been real. They have real animosity. They do not like each other.
Oh well, so how did that start? I mean, what's?
Well, you got two alpha females that feel like they're the biggest and the strongest, and the fastest and the bestest.
And they're stuck in a tag team with each other. They can't succeed to anything better but just being a tag team, which sucks.
Oh, I see. So this is them trying to break them up eventually, Okay.
Split them apart in order to keep the peace.
Yeah. Okay.
And giving a belt to Jade will help out people like, oh, she came from AEW, we're gonna give her a belt. So we give her the US belt, which is equivalent of what the TBS belt was last week. We talked about. So that's what we're saying. Like this is just all leading up to something that we were all predicting. And since they destroyed Jade, Bianca, like you said, Bianca might win the belt, and then Jade comes after her for the belt. And then once and guess what, Bianca, you get buried for the new girl. I hope you're really proud of that. Really be proud of that. The shit you have at NXT.
Well, she'll be the first women's United States champion too.
She'll
add that to her resume.
Yeah, but then she'll be the first U.S. women's champion, transitional champion to give it to Jade.
She wants to get back into the world title picture, though. She doesn't want to be in the mid-card picture.
Good, but then don't do that, man. Don't be the first to be the transitional. The fact that you're being the first, like these days, it doesn't matter. Look, Kaylani was the first ever fucking North American champion. You know how fast people wanted to get that belt off her? No one gave a fuck that she was first.
I wanted her to have the title. I wanted her to lose that title that night. I didn't want her to even win the bitch.
Exactly. And she's the first. I remember her being the first and the worst. Okay, now we have Fallon, which is the second, who is the transitional, they're gonna give it to Zarya. Then Zarya is gonna be the third, and then Zara's probably gonna have it for 6 months, probably defending it 4 times, and then give it to somebody else. Maybe, fingers crossed, heel Thea Hale or Thea Heel, like I want to call her. Shout out to Thea. You need to change, girl. You need to be strong. You got this. Go on, Carl.
Well, she needs her own. She needs her own time in the spotlight because right now she's not getting anything under Chase U.
Nope. Which is gone, disbanded, destroyed forever. Thanos. Or, as someone brought up, which is kind of a loophole, they can call themselves Chase Incorporated, Chase Conglomerate, Chase.com. They can actually make something else and do the same thing as basically a Michael Scott.
Or they can call themselves Duke U, Riley U, Thea U.
Yeah.
Or they could be Hale University.
Yeah. They're making about her. But I mean, if they do disband, I could see her going through a heel phase for a while.
Yeah.
I don't think that'll last forever.
They could be dicks and call themselves the University of Nebraska online, just because they can't.
Or they could call themselves Andre U.
Andre U, yeah. But I don't think they're going down that route. I think they are legitimately separating those 3, which hallelujah, holla back.
So who you think gonna get released?
From what? From all those 3?
Yeah.
Shit.
None.
Duke.
I don't think none of them are get released.
I think Duke. Riley is just a high flyer that can be used for a couple of years.
BFAB should be released first.
I know, but we're not doing that though. She has
Ashanti the Adonis should be released next.
Yeah.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
He did it 2.0.
He's got that
about-
snow bunny and that beauty.
Talking about Diddy vibes. Get him out of here, man.
I mean, he's got that beauty next to him all the time. I think that's all he needs. That's all he needs, man. Yeah, now
Say save the last dance. Get him the hell out of here.
I bet you know what, Joe, and if anyone's watching this, my girlfriend has never seen Save the Last
What?
Dance. Kara,
What?
Yes.
have you seen Save the Last Dance?
I don't think so.
There we go. That's another movie that we're gonna watch. Yeah, I know it's surprising, ladies and gentlemen, but she is 24 years old. It's not her fault. This movie actually came out almost 24 years ago. So let's just leave it like that. It was an old movie. Okay, it's an old movie. Great movie. Great love story about Ebony and I. But anyway, what we're talking about next is this. Let's
Disney
go.
movies.
No, it's not a Disney movie. It is not a Disney
I
movie
said
at all.
I was watching Disney movies.
I know, because I'm an old man. Thank
All right.
you for reminding
Anyway,
me.
moving on.
Next up. Now, the thing you saw over there, I'll say it one more time so you can read it a little faster. There you go. Is it true or not, Mr. Joe BNCO, that Rhea's getting buried after the fact or not?
I wouldn't say she's being buried. She's being put into main event pictures. She's being in a women's war games match. I mean, that's good. They put her in a women's war games match. And let me note, this is the first women's war games match that Bailey has not been a part of.
Okay.
Did you know that?
Who's she up against?
Who's she up against?
It's
yeah.
Rhea, Io Sky, Jade, Bianca, and Naomi. But with Jade being out, Bailey might take that spot.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good match.
Bailey. So, well, I'm sorry. I have to, even to myself. I just alcohol.
What if they try to make Bailey a heel again, and Bailey was the one that took Jade out, so she can be in the War Games match?
That's a cop out. I mean, I guess it could work, but I mean, the
Bailey
question.
win.
Say that again, Cara.
I just want to see Bailey win. They make her a
Yeah,
heel and then
WWE. They like their white on black and black on white conflicts and stuff in WWE. So
Yeah. It's always been like that. It's always been like that. Either black on black or white on black or just.
they like doing it.
Yep. But the reason
And
I
the
say
other,
is, yeah.
and who's on
Go
the
on.
other side? Nia Jax, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez,
Tiffy time.
Tiffany Stratton, and Candice LeRae.
Yep. 1 out of Oh damn! 1
Yeah.
out of 5. Shit.
2 of the women's champions.
Yeah. Yeah.
They have a good
Sad.
team. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Candice and Tiffany Stratton and Liv Morgan, Nia Jax, and Raquel Rodriguez is a pretty decent team.
I'm not gonna say on that because again they have a lot of good hitters over there, but not as many as they want to have.
I mean, the other side has Io Sky.
Yeah.
They got Rhea.
They have heavy hitters. All of them are heavy hitters. Like I said,
Yeah.
all contenders, all great things. When you're in the war games, Io is gonna show out. Bailey will probably not do anything that crazy. Rhea can't really risk to do anything crazy because her body keeps fucking up every time there's a fucking match. So she needs to fucking chill on that. And the rest of the people, I'm like, whatever.
That's my thing. Like
Yeah, go on.
sorry, no, I mean Rhea like dislocated her shoulder and then completely moved on from that. Like nothing happened.
Who?
Then
Like,
eye
are
socket
you good?
that. Yeah.
Oh, she fractured her orbital bone.
Yep.
That's why
after
she's wearing
that.
a mask.
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, she's wearing a mask, like a
Isn't that
Cody
for the same
Rhodes
woman?
protective mask.
Joe, isn't that for the same woman that did it before?
What, JC Jane?
No, JC Jane was the one that did that.
Yeah.
That's the one that fucked up Rhea's orbital bone.
I watched Bad Blood.
No, JC Jane was the one that
When
wore
did
the
this
mask right
happen
before that.
in terms of the
Carson.
timeline? No, I said I watched Bad Blood. So when did this happen in terms of that timeline?
Yeah.
Was this after?
Yeah.
It happened on NXT.
Oh.
Damn, I missed that.
Yeah, she got jumped in the parking lot by Liv and Raquel Rodriguez with crowbars.
There you go. I remember we saw that. I didn't know that was like like that actually like hurt her fucking face, which is
Yeah.
Damn.
there you go.
So that's some
What a
catching up to
surprise.
do.
Hit in
Yep.
the face with a crowbar.
There you go. Off camera. So that shit sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's get to the meat and potatoes of this fucking thing. 'Cause I want to talk about this. Let me see if I can find it. Yes, these two people have been picked up by WWE.
WWID.
WWE ID, which is just their like overseas tag
They're indie.
developmental brand.
Yeah.
They're indie brands. They're indie brands. One I've never heard before, but really cool name. One I have heard before, and a cautionary tale. Let's go. Now, number two. There's number one and number two. Number one is called Kylie Ray.
I've heard of
two is
her.
called, huh?
I've heard of her.
Yeah, we've all heard of her. I remember her history. Number two is called Aaron Work, aka Evil Gay. I am not making that up. That's his actual name. That's his actual nickname in the wrestling independence. Evil Gay. So let's go with I don't know who Evil Gay is. So let's go to Kylie Ray.
That one's interesting.
Yes. Now Kylie Ray was hired in AEW a long time ago during its heyday in the beginning. Kylie Ray canceled her contract due to mental issues. She had depression, anxiety, a whole bunch of things.
And she went back and rebuilt herself.
She again, yes. Now that was a few years, like a couple years after that happened, that she had a mental breakdown, and she's like, I can't do this anymore. I have to get out of this wrestling business. I gotta leave. She said that in her own person. I'm not making this up. A couple years later, she's back on independence. She's in another company. I forgot which company she's in, but she's in another company, and she's there for a while. She's doing her thing. Same thing happens again. mental breakdown, can't deal with it, gotta get out, cancel my contract, I'm out. Historical facts, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not making this up. A couple years later, we're at this predicament right now where they picked up Kylie Ray. Now, Cara, let me ask you a question. If you had a company and you find if you had a company and you find out that this woman, not this woman, this person that you're gonna hire, great worker, can go the extra mile, but has a record of having mental breakdowns, a recorded record of mental breakdowns that she has to be gone for years at a time to fix herself.
How do you
Would
spell
you
her
hire
name?
her? Huh?
I'm trying to look up the spelling of her name because Kylie Ray is already on a WWE contract. She wrestles under the name Alba Fire.
Okay. That's Alba Fire?
Oh.
But it's spelled a different way.
Yeah. No, I think that's a different Kylie Ray. That Kylie Ray used to be in AEW.
That's the same Kylie Ray. The picture I showed you is there's only one Kylie Ray in the Independence that's called Kylie Ray, and that's her.
Yeah. She used to be in AEW.
Yeah, she was the Bailey knockoff because she would dress like Bailey.
That's who we're talking about?
Yes, the picture that we showed in the beginning, right? I'll show you right now. This one right here.
Kylie Ray. Okay.
Kylie Ray. Look it up. This is
Oh,
I'm
you're
talking about that Kylie
reinventing
Ray.
herself.
Yes, she hasn't reinvented herself. She's been the same looking girl since like the last 6 years. I say 6 years because AEW has been here for 6 years, and she was in AEW in the beginning with Sheeta and Riho and all these girls. Then she had a mental breakdown. Then she went to someplace else. I forgot where it was. I think it was Yoshi.
TNA.
Wrestling. TNA. Thank you. She went to TNA for a while, had another mental breakdown.
She's known for her in her time in All Elite Wrestling and Total Nonstop Action Wrestling.
There you go. So now, and she might be the first woman to jump from AEW to TNA to AEW. No, sorry, to WWE. The fear I have for her
Mental
is
breakdown.
her breakdown because now AEW had a very lax schedule, right? And they still catered to you after the fact. Even with all that stuff, they took care of you, and you knew they took care of you because it's all mental. It's all public record that they did that. Check out a comment here. Who y'all with, OTC or Solo? Got a question? You know what, Joe, answer that, please.
I mean, OTC has got to be the one that everybody's going for.
Yeah,
there you go.
OTC, cuz you know that.
Especially since the newest member was added.
Yeah.
Which there's a lot of speculation with that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of pictures. Thank you for passing by, Gregory. Let's continue on with Kylie Ray. Thank you. With Kylie Ray, I am feel for. Back to the question for you, Car. Would you hire her?
Yeah. I mean, my first question would be like, if you're, getting treatment and having it taken care of, I'm not gonna hold that against you. So
during the following weeks, Ray feuded with the Knockouts champion Deonna Purrazzo, leading to their scheduled match at Bound for Glory last year. However, Ray didn't appear at the event and was replaced by Su Yung 2 weeks later. She announced her retirement from pro wrestling. So she no-showed a pay-per-view.
Yep.
Oh.
And then then retired.
Yep.
And then came back.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. Bad product. Oh, wait. Here we go. Before we continue, can I get a yeet? Yeet.
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 Yeet. And that's what I mean. That's what I mean right now. Her track record is bad. So now, knowing all this, Cara, from mental breakdown to no show to now, would you hire her?
Yeah. I mean, I've seen her wrestle. She's all right.
Yeah, she wears a Pikachu. She wears a Pikachu shirt.
Yeah.
She always wears a Pikachu shirt. That's all she ever wears. It's cute.
I don't remember that. I know I've seen her fight like 2 times at least.
Okay. That's good. Me personally, I wouldn't because I'm like, the insurance on her alone is a lot. That's one. And if you put a story on her, it's going to be very risky because then if something bad happens, you have to change the storyline on the fly. And Kylie Ray, when she was coming at AEW, she was like she has this weird power to get a pop. Because again, she's like a new version. Yeah, she's a new version of Bailey. She's like
Kylie Ray on X tweeted out yesterday. I've made a lot of mistakes in my life, but sometimes life gives us another chance. Thank you, WWE ID. I'm feeling blessed.
All right, then. Let's see if she steps up. If she steps up and like doesn't mess up mentally, and again, I want WWE has the best mental facilities. If she's honest with that, they'll help her. And if they're really petty, they would just like put the bill. I'm like, okay, yeah, but you gotta be in the contract for the next 4, 5, 6, 7 months because you.
Tony Khan would have helped her with it too. She would have went to him.
Yeah. He's openly said that. He's openly said that anyone's mental issues, please talk to me. We'll pay you. We will not charge you. We will not like that. That's something that he's always said.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope right there.
Times. But she
but
that was 6 years ago with Tony Khan. And then she went to TNA and then tried again. And TNA is very wild and like it's a very like open environment, very fun, but still kind of crazy. So you're gonna get like a little mentally like messed up. So I get that.
So
what
Aaron Rourke, this evil gay guy, why is he like Hulk Hogan's son? Like he looks like Nick Hogan.
Wow.
Look at the picture. Bring the picture back up. Tell me I don't.
Book. I got you. Right here. Here we go.
Look close to his face. You see it?
Kind of a little bit, yeah. A little bit. I give you that. Nothing wrong with being a little bit like Nick Hogan or Hogan. Except if he's racist, but he's called evil gay. So let's just go off that. I have no idea who he is. How you feeling about Paul Heyman?
That gimmick ain't gonna fly in WWE.
No.
How do you feel about comment? Go on, D-Walk. Go first.
Paul Heyman coming back last night. It was dope. It kind of gave you goosebumps. It was right when Roman Reigns was about to speak. It kind of gave you goosebumps because when you heard Paul Heyman, like I knew he was gonna show up, but I didn't know he was gonna pop up like that. That was dope.
But here's the problem with the whole Paul Heyman thing. What a lot of people are not talking about. So first off, the similarities, the fact that he was wearing the same exact outfit that Solo was wearing.
Mm-hmm.
When Solo comes out in the suit with the red shirt, Paul Heyman was wearing the same thing.
But ain't that what the original Bloodline colors was too? Jimmy and Jay had them colors on too.
Yeah, but he was wearing the same shit that Solo was wearing. Notice the similarities.
Yeah.
Also, he brought in CM Punk knowing that Roman doesn't like CM Punk.
But he's a Paul Heyman guy.
That doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Knowing Roman's issues outside of the ring and inside of the ring with CM Punk. So I feel that Punk is going to turn on the bloodline and cost them the match. I feel Punk is gonna hit Roman with the go to sleep, and then he's gonna leave at the end of it, and then the Solo is gonna pin Roman.
Well, everybody's saying,
and Paul Heyman's gonna leave with CM Punk.
Yeah, but everybody's saying The Rock is the one in control. The Rock is the one calling the shots on Solo. You believe that one?
Maybe. What if The Rock is the one that got in Paul Heyman's ear?
Yeah.
And Punk's here. Like, hey, you want to keep working here? This is what I need y'all to do. I'm the boss. You do what I tell you.
Exactly. As the story grumbles.
Well, yeah, in terms of Alba Fire, I would give her a second chance. I mean, because she's fucked up in the past doesn't mean she'll continue to fuck her. So.
Oh no, it's a different character, same name, just different. Same name, just it's a different person, but the same name.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I thought you said it was the same person.
No, different person. Just they have the same name though. Kylie Ray is the same.
There you go. But with that, I'll you know what? Fine, because I love my girlfriend and she has a heart of gold. I'll give her a chance. She loves kittens, so I love
If
her
she actually got the help she needs
Yeah.
and is doing better, then congratulations. I'm not going to say
Please.
not to give her a chance because this is something that may be keeping her in the right path.
Yeah.
Of course.
But you have to be leery because she's done it with 2 companies before.
Yep. You don't want to be that record holder of the worst type of record in your books. You don't want that.
She burnt one company on a pay-per-view.
Exactly.
And it's their
WrestleMania,
and that's their WrestleMania of the year, Bound for Glory.
Yep.
And you're getting a world title shot.
The only place you can go after that is Mexico or Japan. If you burn 3 companies.
Her next step.
Japanese takes anybody. And Mexico,
yeah, but if AEW tells them like, nah. She burnt us, she burnt WWE, and she burnt TNA. Don't hire that chick.
Crazy. Her next step going to be with Alberto Del Rio.
Oh God, let's not get into that.
Working his way up from the high school gyms.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last thing on the subject, we're gonna talk about Bobby Lashley. I don't have it right here, but we're talking about Bobby Lashley and his talk. No, you know what? Let's have a what if here. Let's have a what if, and then I'm gonna get off the stream. You guys can talk about anything else.
We'll see who won.
Let's talk about a what if. What if the Wyatt Six went back to NXT? So we talk about NXT.
That'd be dope. They'll take over.
No, it's not a point to take over. It's not a point to take over. Think of it like a remember run, basically. Because Nikki Cross can go back to old Nikki Cross. Bo Dallas can be Bo Leave again. I was thinking about this today when I was drinking a THC soda and just experience the world of mysticism of wrestling. If he went back, there could be a moment where the crowd can say Bo Leave and do the Bo Leave chant, and he could be like, "Oh, I believe like you guys," and kind of break character and bring back his Bo character. You know, there we go. Easy, they will take over. There you go. The thing is, I don't want them to take over. I want them to go down memory lane. Here's a nice little Easter egg. Shawn Spears was around that same time as the Wyatt Six, as Bo Dallas and Nikki Cross and Redbeard. He was around that same time. So you can really have fun with that as well and really fuck with their heads. I just want something because Wyatt Six, I understand there was a promo by Karrion Kross. It came out badass. I'm not contesting that. But the Wyatt Six are getting stuck with one at a time. We know that the Wyatt Six are going to beat Karrion Kross and his crew. We know this. Because if they don't win, you're crapping on Bray Wyatt's legacy. You have 6 Bray Wyatt's figures. Aren't you gonna let him die by 2 guys who have been beaten by DIY numerous times? A guy that you fired and rehired, and a woman that you fired and rehired. Let's be real on this.
Yeah.
That's what I think. So, Carl, any thoughts on the Wyatt Six? I don't think you even know about the Wyatt Six.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Ooh, shit.
Go ahead, Joe.
I was looking up the results so far of Full Gear tonight because Full Gear is on as we speak.
Yes.
The Wyatt Six need to do something with them. They're not going to crap on their legacy. But what are they there for? If they're not there to win championships, then what the hell's the point?
Yeah.
Rick Shop.
Yeah, Rick Shop. You're anyone who gets signed with the WWE, you're there to win a title. Does not matter who you are. You're there to win championships.
Wait. You try to win a title, but Bo Dallas knows in his heart of hearts he doesn't deserve a title. I mean, his character could.
He's been champion twice.
Huh?
He's been a tag team champion. I think he's been a
tag team. Champion? He's been an NXT and tag team. That's it, Joe. And
that's
the
right.
last
Curtis Axel was the other one.
8 years. Yeah, and Curtis Axel was also a Paul Heyman guy. And then you know what's sad? Shout out to the Jobber Tears Network page.
He was IC champion.
He was IC champion, and Paul Heyman was his guy. And if you look up the list of people that Paul Heyman manage, they never put Curtis Axel. It feels so bad for him. They never do.
He's retired now anyway.
No, good for him. But what I mean by the Wyatt Six is like I want them to be great, and I want them to wreck shop. Look, Bo Dallas can have a feud with Roman Reigns. All he has to say is the 4 words that his brother told Roman a long time ago. At the critical moment when Roman might win the belt back. Anyone but you, Roman. That's it. Thank you for that. I like that. That's what I'm talking about. Anyone but you, Roman. And they can have a feud with the bloodline and Wyatt Six. Because now, if you're going by the gang war mentality of like everyone has between 4 and 6 people in their group, spread them the fuck out. Why is Bo Dallas with the Miz? I get it. You want to fuck with the B team. You want to have some personal beef. I get that. Get it done. Knock it out the way. You have so many groups you can take care of. You can take care of Chad's group. You can take care of the bloodline. You can take care of the Solos blood. Like, you can take in. It would be a very beautiful caveat at the end of the Survivor Series when both teams are laid out and they both thought they'd won. Then the Y6 comes in and picks up the pieces.
Right.
You guys fucked each other over, but you guys forgot that we're out here. And then wreck shop. And then you can go to Royal Rumble where it could be Solo's group, Wyatt Six, and the OTC. That's it. But you're not doing anything. Let's see. But you're stuck with Karrion Kross, which I love Karrion Kross, but without someone to talk back with, he's kind of boring. He's an angry guy that has a beautiful wife. It's me and Cardalla. Basically, I'm an angry guy with a beautiful wife. That's how it is, bro. And see how she's not complaining because she knows how it is.
So, well, let me update the PUWF universe here.
Thank you.
The card results so far for Full Gear 2024. We got Anna Jay defeating Deonna Purrazzo.
Okay.
Buddy Matthews defeating the Beast Mortos Commander and Dante Martin in a fatal 4-way. Big Boom AJ defeats QT Marshall. Private Party defended their tag team titles and retained their tag team titles against the Acclaim, the Kings of the Black Throne, and the Outrunners.
I kind of figured it was a joke match. Yeah, because like the Outrunners and I'm like, you guys are not really that popular, but I get it. So
yeah, they are. They've been building up huge steam popularity wise.
That's good. All right.
MJF defeats Roderick Strong. Mercedes Moné defeats Chris Statlander to retain the TBS championship. Jay White defeats Hangman Adam Page again.
Yeah.
Kyle Fletcher defeats Will Ospreay.
It's okay.
Wow.
He'll get a part 2. He'll get a part 2. You got to set up the new guys. So I get that.
TNT Championship. Daniel Garcia defeats Jack Perry.
So he gets the good for Jack Garcia. Daniel Garcia. Good for him. Like Jack Perry doesn't need the belt right now. Jack Perry has done his role, and now Daniel Garcia has gone to a new level of crazy, which I saw him like strapped on the car. Like, let him go that way. Like, I hope he doesn't go like next week. I'm a fighting champion. I'm gonna fight every week. Like, no, motherfucker, just like go crazy. Like, go nuts.
We got 3 matches left. Konosuke Takeshita versus Ricochet for the International Championship.
Yep.
Swerve Strickland versus Bobby Lashley.
Okay. Bobby Lashley wins no matter what, so I get that.
And John Moxley versus Orange Cassidy for the AEW World Title.
That I kind of want to see after tomorrow because I don't want to see it live because again, I ladies and gentlemen, I remember I was there on day 1 with Orange Cassidy. Day 1. During the pandemic.
He's not winning.
It could be because again, the mousetrap pin has a 90% win rate. 90%, Joe, if he can do it. That's the thing about the mousetrap. If he can do it. And oh, by the way, Kara, the mousetrap is a pinning maneuver where he wraps you up in such a way between your legs, your arms, and your head, and he rolls you over like a ball that wrestling-wise or kayfabe-wise, you can't get out of it because every part of your body is locked like a mousetrap. And then you win. Very rare, like, pinning maneuver. but I don't think there's no way Orange Cassidy wins by punch to punch, blow to blow. No way. Unless he gets like brass knuckles and knocks Moxley out. There's no way he can win other than the pinning submission or punches, like or taser or a pair of bulls come out of the crowd and run over the like something.
God.
I don't know. I think
Bulls. Wow, why we gotta have bulls?
because that's the only way to knock down fucking John Moxley, man. That motherfucker's been on shit. You gotta hit him with animals.
He had
Knock his ass
5.
out.
He had 10 different blood transfusions. He got all kind of different kind of bloods in him.
Dude, he's gonna bleed in the first 20 seconds of the match. That's what he always does.
I just sent y'all a clip from the Kyle Fletcher Will Ospreay match. The motherfucker did a tombstone pile driver from the ring apron, jumped from the ring apron with a tombstone pile driver onto a set of steps.
Damn, that's oof. I'll see that later, ladies and gentlemen. But anything else we gotta talk about? Because we're at the hour and a half mark.
I mean, we're talking about wrestling. Did we talk about we talked about that? Trying to think, is there anything we missed?
No, that's it. That's it. With next week, I want to have a nice little thing with you guys. I want to have the worst promo bracket. We get to watch worst promos, and we get to rate them 1 to 5, worst or the worst. And it's gonna be men and women. I mean, I found a Instagram channel that has all the women. Like it has the Bella Twins. It has Natalia.
Mm-hmm.
It has who was that woman? Who was that woman that came to WWE and then she would do cartwheels, but then she but her personal life was that she married, like she had a fiance, but the fiance like got murdered or killed himself or had an accident or something. Oh my God, she was in everything. It's like she's a bodybuilder or something like that. That she turned into a wrestler. She was in NXT, came to WWE. Fuck, she's just
NXT.
Anyway.
Porn star?
No, not porn star. She was like jet setted to the main roster, even though everyone told her like she is not ready for the main roster. Blonde. She can do cartwheels. She's like a power lifter, but like she's not that. Anyway, I'll show you. I'll send you the link later. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. It was a good show.
Trying to think who you're thinking about.
Yeah,
I saved it on my Instagram. I'll send it to you guys later.
Got me like trying to rack my brain now.
right.
2016, 2017. But I'll show you guys later. Ladies and gentlemen, we got another question here. Here we go. Bet. Take it, Gary. This was the PWF podcast for Unappreciated Wrestling fans. I'm going to give a shout out to my beautiful girlfriend / future wife, Cara. And all those. And I say that now because I had a couple of thoughts throw themselves at me today. And I'm like, no, I have a girlfriend. They went away like vampires to the sun. So very happy for that. I want to give a thanks to the Joe BNCO and D Walk. We'll see you guys on Wednesday with NXT Time with D Walk. Yes,
real quick, how do you feel about Toni Storm announcing her retirement from professional wrestling?
Is
it kayfabe?
Wait. Wasn't there like a Mariah May celebration? Today?
Yeah, Toni Storm has announced her retirement from professional wrestling effective immediately. This was 3 days ago. I'm not used to being a loser. I failed at everything. I lost in AEW. I lost in Japan. I lost in Mexico. This is the last you'll hear from me. Again, enjoy Mariah May as your champion. You can all enjoy that.
Now it's bullshit because shout out to B Mac. He already like said it like this. Is
He's reinventing her character.
Yeah, exactly. She might be going back to the original Toni Storm, but we're talking about that next week because we gotta see what's going. She's gotta bring out promos this week. I know for a fact. A little bit of a tease, so we'll see what happens if it's in this week. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. We'll see you on Wednesday, 10:30 for me, 9:30 for you guys. NXT Time with D Walk. We have Sean Spears versus D'Angelo next week. We have another Iron Survivor qualifier match, men and women. We have baby. oh, Drizzy. And Petrovic and Ashanti, we have going on. We have Lola and Jada talking that shit because when they see each other, they're going to say this.
Catch me outside. How about that?
And after all and everything else, we're going to have Ashanti hit on people and then not hit on people, but then Joseph says something disgusting, and then we have to press this button.
Daddy, chill.
What?
Daddy, chill.
What?
I say anything.
Joe.
Hold up, D-Walk. Hold up, D-Walk. I didn't finish my sentence. After that happens, D-Walk says something about boobs and asses, and then I have to push this button again.
Daddy, chill.
What?
After that happens, I have to be the reasonable one of this world.
He talks about thongs and panties. Yeah. What he talks about.
You talk about flat chests and going back to the porn.
I was talking about B flats.
Yeah,
like on a piano, you hit a B flat.
Oh my God! Here we go.
Yeah, I have a lot of questions. Number one, how dare you?
Oh my God!
I can't help it. Her cup size matches her enthusiasm.
Wow!
Daddy, chill.
What the?
Okay. Anyway, stay healthy, stay happy. New intro that we had. New intro. We're leaving it out. Good night.
Damn, Rican, where you found this? PUWF exclusive. This is the podcast for underappreciated wrestling fans. If you don't like it, suck our